to our Live at Much with Evanescence. More music to come, but in the meantime, we are joined by Amy and Terry. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Or lady and gentlemen.
Yes.
Welcome, by the way.
Thank you.
You're making it very warm on a very cold night here in Toronto.
Thank you. It's getting warmer in here.
On behalf of everyone in Toronto and Canada, welcome to Much Music yet again.
It's great to be back. We love it here. The fans are awesome.
They are.
Every time.
Thank you all for being here as well. Now, we're here in celebration of the open door, and from what I've been reading, I guess it means a bunch of different things to both of you. It's a sign of a new friendship, and as well, letting go of a lot of things, a lot of hang-ups musically and personally as well, correct?
Open my doors to you, Terry. Word. Yeah, early on in the writing process, we just felt like we had so much freedom that I guess I didn't feel like I had before as a writer and as a person and everything else. I was just too insecure to do all the things that I really dreamed to do, like, all the way. So this album has a lot more fun on it. It's just a lot more, I don't know, fun. It's fun to play.
Have you been able to tap into where those insecurities came from?
I think it's just part of growing up. I definitely think it's just part of, you know, I don't know, when you're young and you're impressionable and, I don't know, someone tells you you suck and you think, yeah, I must suck. So now I know I don't think I suck.
That was being nice.
Sometimes it is just being older. Sometimes there are key moments in one's life where you realize those kinds of things. Did you have that, maybe that one epiphany where you're like, well, you know what, forget about that?
I don't know, not really. It's definitely a learning thing, you know, just growing up and realizing a lot of the times, you know, you need to trust yourself, and especially if it's about what you do and what you love and what you put your heart into. And this band means a lot to me, and I don't want to hold anything back from it anymore, writing-wise. So we definitely put it all out there, and I couldn't have done it without Terry. Definitely bouncing off of ideas off of each other was like an amazing experience. He's very creative.
Well, I wonder about that as well. I mean,
Yes.
I've been reading a lot. You were talking about self-doubt so much on the last album, and with you, where do you trust yourself the most now? Each of you, not just Amy, you as well, Terry.
Where do you trust?
Where do you trust yourself the most? I mean, what inherent traits do you trust the most in yourself?
I don't know. I think, what were you
I don't know.
I think I can trust, I think we should definitely trust ourselves more than anybody else on our opinion on our own art. Definitely. Fallen was a lot of things that I wanted, but it was also a lot of people sort of trying to control it and make it something, and I don't know. I was thinking, okay, I gotta be cool, so I can't ever be sort of like in a good mood. It was always pain and darkness and suffering and a lot of horrible things, and that's cool. I mean, that's definitely still the new album, all the struggle and challenges of life, but there's some real, like, good stuff and even sort of funny stuff too.
Well, I have read that. You were saying that even in the darker, sad songs, there is that happiness. Where is that happiness coming from?
I guess I just see that the world is a lot bigger than just this band now, and I think that, I don't know, it's all important, it all matters, and I love this so much, and I want to do it for a long time. But in the end, I mean, things happen like Terry's stroke and him surviving, and it's almost like you just realize that we're really small and fragile, and all this is so fickle, and what really matters is the people you love and your life, and I don't know. Once you get the big picture, it's like, it's not so hard to sort of put things in perspective.
When that kind, absolutely. Now, when that kind of thing happens, I mean, Terry, with your stroke, being close friends, it must be hard to see your friend, you know, go through that kind of thing. But as well, it must have been really hard for you, the idea of just not being able to play music.
Yeah, it's still difficult. I'm still, like, going through the paralysis and all that crap, so. But, you know, you can only just keep trying.
I mean, were there times where you thought that it might not happen, where you might not get it back?
Yeah, for a long time, actually, for a good 6-7 months after the stroke.
He was stubborn, though. He was working so hard every day. I remember one of the doctors, at least, but a couple of them were kind of like, nah, he's never really going to play guitar again. So
really?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he could go like that, and that was about it with his
I
arms.
watched a lot of Rocky movies, and it's like...
Yeah.
Have you seen the new one? I hear it's pretty good.
No, I haven't. Did you saw it?
Yeah,
Don't give anything away, because you gave it away to all the rest of the band. We were all like, ah!
Because Rocky
This made me
V
feel
was just
old.
so disappointing. It should have ended at Rocky IV,
That's
going to the
kinda what he
Soviet
said.
Union.
Well,
I agree.
but yeah, now our pre-show music is like Eye of the Tiger and
Okay.
other uplifting songs. What?
We are going to come outside, by the way. We are. I promise you we're going to come outside.
Oh, they're calling some name of mine. I don't
There's
know. A lot of nicknames.
A lot of nicknames?
No, just kidding. Skip this. Let's go. No comments.
There's a lot of, there's really one great line in Call Me When You're Sober where you talk about the idea of making up someone else's mind. Would you consider yourself a decisive person?
Yeah. That's sort of, you know, sarcastic and funny. I mean, it's real, but it's sort of like, instead of waiting for you to make up your mind anymore, I'm going to go ahead and change the situation myself, because that's what I should have done all along. You know, when you're stuck somewhere negative, it's like you're the one who has to make the decision to pull yourself out of it and get somewhere better. You can't rely on somebody else to fix it for you.
Absolutely. We've got a fantastic clip of one of, I believe, our first interview with you ever.
Oh, no.
You want to just take a look right up here?
I feel a lot more at home all by myself in my room, just locking myself away for 10 hours trying to pound out the lyrics to something, than on stage where, you know, you're completely subject to judgment.